Need a miracle? What happens when an angel, well, kind of gets someone that does gigs with a capitalist and trade places with him for just a bit? Well, you got this film right here, as I recently went and saw Good Fortune, now playing in theaters. But is this new film worthy enough to swap your lives for an actual good fortune? Or is this one gonna completely give you bad luck? Find out in this spoiler free review right now. Bad days, entertainment rankings and reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. I'm the Big D, and this time around, I bring to you a spoiler free review of the 2025 supernatural comedy flick Good Fortune, released by Lionsgate, written and directed by Aziz Ansari in his feature directorial debut, which he stars along with Seth Rogen, Keke Palmer, Sandra Oh, and Keanu Reeves. It follows an angel whose failed attempt to show a struggling man that money doesn't solve one's problems by body swapping him with his wealthy employer, and results in the angel losing his wings while the work he did as an angel begins to unravel around them both. Apparently, this was Ansari's directorial debut after the suspension of what would have been his original directorial debut called Being Mortal at Searchlight Pictures 3 years back. He decided to move forward with plans to direct Good Fortune. He desired to make a comedy film with the intent for it to be theatrically released, citing the success of Barbie as proof of the viability of such a project. And well, his longtime friend, Mr. Rogen, who inspired the implementation of several elements into the film, joined shortly after Being Mortal was shelved. This film's gotten good reviews and all after it made its premiere at the Toronto International Film Festival last month. We start with seeing Gabriel. Gabriel. Sorry, Gabriel, a low ranking guardian angel whose job is to save people from crashing while texting and driving, but desires to save lost souls. One day, he saves Arj, an aspiring documentarian who does odd jobs, works part time at a hardware supply store, and lives in his car. Curious, he observes Arj for a few days. Arj begins dating his coworker, Elena, who is attempting to unionize the store. While doing food deliveries, Arch meets Jeff, a wealthy tech investor, and convinces him to hire him as his assistant. Jeff recommends a supposedly affordable restaurant for Arch to take Elena to. But when the restaurant ends up being very expensive, Arch uses Jeff's company credit card that is, to pay for the meal, and Jeff fires him as a result. So Arch discovers the app he previously used to earn money has banned him and turns to donating plasma. He falls asleep afterward in a Denny's and discovers his car's been towed due to unpaid parking tickets. Sensing that Arch has hit rock bottom, Gabriel shows Gabriel shows himself to Arch and presents him with a vision of his future to inspire hope. But his future's pretty bleak. Gabriel tells him that having wealth and success like Jeff won't fix his problems and switches Arch and Jeff's lives to prove his point and what have you. So Arch is now living Jeff's life and Jeff's living Arch's life. And that's all the story I will give to you. If you want to see what happens, then go see the movie. From what I've seen of Good Fortune, I gotta say, this film was pretty darn funny. Oh, funny as heck. I thought the film had a lot of good to offer. The film did okay. It opened with over 6 million, and it's gotten good reviews. It's about at 77% last time I checked on Rotten Tomatoes, and audiences polled by Cinema Score gave this a B plus, and Metacritic has a score of 63. Pete Hammond for Deadline wrote that the film captures the highest and lowest economies of LA while discussing gig economy and delivering laughs. And the film is kind of comparable to other comedies. I think mostly it would be the film Trading Places. I think y'all remember that film. I can't seem to recall seeing that, but I've heard of that film though, Trading Places, that was released back in 1983, which starred Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy. Yeah, I don't remember seeing this film, but I've heard of it though. So apparently, this film is just like that, except in a different way. But there have been many other body swap films and what have you. But I've got to admit, it's pretty funny. The music composed by Carter Burwell is pretty good. It has a pretty good soundtrack. I thought the story was pretty good. Now, for the cast, we have playing Arj is the director and writer. Aziz Ansari, who of course played Tom Haverford on NBC's hit Parks and Recreation, and also starred on the Netflix series Master of None. And he's been doing lots of stand up comedy specials. I must admit, he really does a good job in his performance in the film. Absolutely, really, really something. He really is. Playing Jeff is Seth Rogen, and I gotta say, this is another great film he's been in. I mean, it's been a while since I last saw something with him, but I gotta say, he's still funny as heck as well. And that is no lie. Keke Palmer plays Elena, who I'm very familiar with her because I've seen her in a few films. Maybe not a whole lot, but I do know her from several shows and even movies. Sandra Oh, who I've seen in movies as well as HBO's comedy series Arliss, played Martha, the head angel of a big group. Now, at this point, they are all really, really good and what have you. But I think the big thing about this movie was Keanu Reeves as Gabriel. He was absolutely funny. I think this is probably the funniest movie he's been to this day and what have you. I think since Bill and Ted Face the Music. But I think this is a pretty good role for him aside from the John Wick franchise. Anyway, I have to give him credit. Normally, he is responsible for saving people from choking or stopping them from texting while driving, but tries to show Arch that the life of wealth is not all that it's cracked up to be. Yep. Anyway, Reeves does an exceptionally good job. However, with this film only owning $6 million on the weekend, while it's on a $30 million budget, it's unlikely that Lionsgate may yet again have another big disappointment. So, I wish this film the best of luck. It's gonna need it big time, way big time. Come on, people, get off your lazy bums and go see this. You lazy bones. Yeah, I almost said get off your lazy bones, and oh, you get the point, all right. I think you will love Good Fortune. I mean, it's really funny. I mean, since you, I mean, after all, since we saw um now, of course, since we saw something like this in numerous films, I mean, again, like I said, This is really something. Okay, hang on. Take. Yeah, I mean now since Dumb Money with Seth Rogen does a good job in this. I will give him credit for that. So everything said, Good Fortune can be a hit or miss, but I found it to be fun. I think it had a ton of humor. I mean, the story's pretty good. The cast and characters are good. Soundtrack and score's good. And its big star, Aziz Ansari, actually did a great job with his directing and his acting for this film. So overall, Good Fortune's good. So if you need a miracle, then see Good Fortune. For my score, I'm going to give Good Fortune 5 stars, which will mean on a scale of 1 to 10, I give it a 10. So what did you think of Good Fortune? Let me know in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation, and you know the rest. Join me next time when I bring to you a re-review of Saw. If you like this, check out my reviews for some of these other films. You can check out my reviews of these other films with Seth Rogen in them. In the upper left-hand corner, you can check out my review of one of his early films, which he co-starred with Steve Carell in The 40-Year-Old Virgin. Or go to the upper right-hand corner, see my review of its supposed sequel, Knocked Up. Or go to the bottom left-hand corner and see the mini reviews vid that featured Dumb Money in it. And the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe if you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc. Then I'm your guide. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying see ya.